This video is not about physical moments, it's about psychology, awareness, and emotional understanding. When women whisper certain things in private, those words are almost never about the moment itself. They are emotional signals, signals of trust, safety, comfort, and attachment. These words reflect how a woman feels internally, not what is happening externally. Many men misunderstand these moments. They assume such closeness is created by timing, technique, or saying the right thing. In reality, it comes from something much deeper: emotional consistency. Consistency in how a man reacts, consistency in how he listens, consistency in how he shows up. Not just when things feel good, but when emotions are involved. A woman becomes emotionally open when she feels calm around a man, not pressured. When she feels understood, not judged. When she senses stability instead of unpredictability. This video is not here to teach manipulation or shortcuts, it's here to build awareness. Because when men understand female psychology clearly, they stop chasing reactions and start creating environments where trust forms naturally. They learn that attraction grows where emotional safety exists, that attachment develops where respect and consistency are present. The quiet words women share in private reveal what kind of man they feel safe being real with, and that awareness helps men choose growth over guessing and clarity over confusion. Stay calm, stay emotionally aware, and understand that real connection is built, not forced. When a woman says she feels safe, she is rarely referring to physical protection. She is talking about emotional calm, stability, and trust. It means she doesn't feel judged for her thoughts, feelings, or vulnerabilities. It means she can express herself without fear of criticism or misunderstanding. It also means she doesn't feel rushed or pressured to meet expectations or perform in a certain way. Emotional safety allows a woman to relax. It gives her the freedom to be authentic, honest, and present. Without it, even the strongest attraction can turn into tension or anxiety. She senses when a man reacts unpredictably, demands validation, or creates unnecessary stress. These behaviors erode trust and connection over time. Men who create emotional safety do so through patience, grounded behavior, and consistency. They don't try to force closeness or manipulate reactions. They listen actively, respond calmly, and maintain steady emotional presence. They understand that trust is earned gradually, and that every interaction matters. They create environments where vulnerability is welcomed, not exploited. Emotional safety is subtle, but powerful. It transforms relationships from transactional or surface level into deep, meaningful bonds. It allows connection to grow naturally, without pressure or coercion. A woman who feels emotionally safe will naturally open up, share herself fully, and invest in the relationship with trust and ease. True connection begins when emotional safety exists. It is the foundation on which respect, trust, and intimacy are built. This phrase is often misunderstood. It is not rooted in fear or dependence. It is a reflection of connection. When a woman expresses this feeling, she is not saying she is insecure or unable to stand on her own. She is describing comfort and presence, the ease she feels simply being around a man. It means his energy feels steady, grounded, and emotionally balanced. Women are highly sensitive to emotional environments. They notice when a man brings calm instead of chaos, clarity instead of confusion, when his reactions are predictable, his words match his behavior, and his presence doesn't demand constant emotional output. It creates a sense of inner peace. This is why women respond to stabilizing energy, not overwhelming intensity. Overly controlling behavior, emotional pressure, or constant need for validation does not create attachment, it creates resistance. Healthy connection grows when emotional availability exists without dominance or control. A man who is emotionally available listens without trying to fix everything. He allows space without withdrawing. He stays present without smothering. This balance signals maturity and self-control. Healthy attachment is built in this emotional space. It forms naturally when a woman feels free to be herself, without managing a man's reactions or moods. She doesn't feel pulled or pushed, she feels anchored. This is the difference between attachment and dependency. One comes from emotional security, the other comes from fear. True connection is calm, and calm is what makes emotional bonds last. Trust is rarely loud, it is whispered, not announced publicly. When a woman expresses trust in private, she is revealing something deeply personal: her emotional openness. This kind of trust does not come from grand gestures or intense moments. It forms when a woman feels emotionally seen and understood over time. She senses that her thoughts, feelings, and vulnerabilities will be handled with care, not used against her or dismissed. Private expressions of trust mean she feels safe lowering her guard. She believes that what she shares will remain respected. This is why trust often appears quietly, in small moments rather than dramatic declarations. Men who earn this level of trust do not pressure women to open up. They do not interrogate emotions or demand vulnerability. Instead, they create space for it. They listen without interrupting. They respond without judgment. They stay steady even when emotions are involved. This consistency signals emotional maturity and ends control. Trust grows where patience exists. It deepens when a man shows that he can hold emotional information responsibly. When a woman sees that her openness leads to understanding, not conflict, trust strengthens naturally. True trust is not forced. It is invited through calm presence, respect, and emotional awareness. It develops gradually, through repeated experiences of safety and reliability. When trust is whispered, it is powerful. It reflects connection, respect, and emotional security, and it is one of the strongest foundations any meaningful relationship can have. Feeling understood is deeply attractive, not because it feels impressive, but because it feels rare. Many people listen only to respond, correct, or offer solutions. True understanding requires something quieter: presence. When a man listens without interrupting, fixing, or minimizing, he creates emotional space. He signals that a woman's thoughts and feelings are valid as they are. This kind of listening is not passive. It is attentive, grounded, and intentional. Women often express emotions to be understood, not solved. When a man rushes to fix, he may unintentionally dismiss the emotional experience itself. Minimizing feelings, or redirecting the conversation breaks connection, instead of strengthening it. Presence means staying engaged without taking control of the moment. It means allowing pauses. It means noticing tone, body language, and emotional shifts, not just words. This is why women respond to men who observe patterns, not just statements. Pattern awareness shows emotional intelligence. It demonstrates that a man is paying attention over time, not just in isolated moments. He remembers what matters. He notices changes in mood and energy. He responds with care, instead of reaction. Feeling understood creates safety. Safety creates openness. And openness allows deeper connection to form naturally. This is not about saying the perfect thing. It's about being fully present. When a woman feels genuinely understood, attraction grows quietly, but powerfully. This is not about doing more. It's about staying grounded. Many men believe connection is created through effort, intensity, or constant action. But when a woman expresses this feeling, she is not responding to pressure or performance. She is responding to emotional steadiness. Grounded presence communicates safety. It shows a man is comfortable within himself and does not need to force outcomes. His reactions are measured. His emotions are regulated. His energy remains calm, even when situations shift. Women are drawn to this steadiness because it reduces emotional noise. It allows space for trust to develop naturally. Intensity can feel exciting in the short term, but it often creates instability. Pressure, even when unintentional, can feel overwhelming. Calm leadership is different. It is not about control or dominance. It is about clarity, consistency, and emotional direction. A man who leads calmly sets the emotional tone without demanding attention or validation. Presence creates connection, not constant talking, not dramatic gestures, simply being fully there, attentive, stable, and grounded. This kind of presence allows a woman to relax emotionally. She doesn't feel rushed or evaluated. She feels supported by steady energy rather than pulled by intensity. Real connection grows where calm exists, and calm comes from inner balance, not effort. When a man stays grounded, connection stops feeling forced and starts feeling natural. This is one of the strongest signs of emotional bonding. When a woman feels free to be unfiltered, relaxed, and real, something important has already happened. Trust has replaced anxiety. Authenticity only appears when emotional safety exists. It means she no longer feels the need to impress, perform, or guard every response. She can speak naturally. She can sit in silence without discomfort. She can express emotions without fear of being misunderstood or judged. This level of comfort is never instant. It is built gradually through consistency, through steady behavior, through predictable emotional responses. When a man reacts calmly instead of defensively, trust grows. When his words match his actions over time, anxiety fades. When he remains grounded during emotional moments, she feels safe staying real. Men who allow authenticity do not chase approval. They do not seek validation through constant reassurance or control. Instead, they provide space. Space to speak freely. Space to feel openly. Space to exist without pressure. This space communicates confidence and emotional maturity. It shows that a man is secure within himself and does not need to manage or monitor emotions to feel connected. Emotional bonding deepens where authenticity is welcome, and authenticity can only live where safety, patience, and consistency are present. When trust replaces anxiety, connection becomes effortless. An effortless connection is one of the clearest signs of a strong emotional bond. These words are not created in moments. They are earned over time, through consistent behavior. They are not the result of flashy gestures or dramatic actions. They are the product of steady presence, emotional awareness, and genuine care. Strong men understand this. They don't chase reactions or try to force attention. They don't rely on excitement, persuasion, or surface-level charm. Instead, they focus on building emotional environments where trust, calm, and safety exist naturally. A woman senses this energy. She feels it in the way a man listens, responds, and behaves consistently. Over time, she notices the steadiness, the patience, and the reliability. It is in these subtle moments, not loud declarations, that deep connection forms. When you understand female psychology clearly, you stop trying to impress. You stop performing for approval. Instead, you attract naturally, by creating an environment where she can feel safe, respected, and understood. Stay grounded in your emotions. Stay aware of how your energy affects others. Recognize that connection is built quietly, not through intensity or pressure. The deepest bonds are subtle. They grow from calm presence, patience, and consistent care. When you embrace this approach, you create relationships that are meaningful, balanced, and lasting. Remember, the quiet, steady energy of a strong man is far more powerful than anything loud or fleeting.